Right, so I haven't been building ships in a while, or I haven't been releasing any ships or making any videos, and that is because whenever I've built ships, and I have done it, it bothers me so much how they look, because if you compare this Phoenix right here to the video I've made earlier of it, you can see how differently it looks. I mean, this my nice dark brownish grey has now turned into just a dark dull grey, and my slightly beige grey has now turned into just a boring light grey, and my nice royal bluish skull is now just very dark blue. And this bothers me so much. I mean, I like some of the new things they look. The weapons look amazing, but apart from that, and also how the kind of camera isn't as rigid when you fly the ships, I like those two things. But apart from those two things, I do not like the update whatsoever, because it ruins so much how my ships look. I mean, suddenly all these lines are so much more visible, more like how they used to look, and I kind of prefer the updated one where the patterns weren't as obvious. You know, I thought it looked good, it looked clean. Now they're back with dirt on our screens and dirt on our ships, because apparently Marek has a boner for that. Or something to that effect. But you know what, I'm gonna keep releasing ships. I'm probably gonna send an email to Kin Software House and ask if they have any plans to do anything about it whatsoever. Because if not, I'm gonna have to do quite a lot of recolouring. Oh. But anyways, let's not talk about that now, because in this and the next the next two episodes, which I will record in the same session, will be about ships. And here we have them. The ghosts, as I like to call them. Hang on a second, I've done a mistake here. This antenna should be coloured. There we go. Okay, problem solved. These are the ghosts. Scout ships. I made the Schnell, which I never made a video on. But anyways, I have the Schnell, which is like a scouting ship with ore detectors and antennas and a beacon, which you can send down to a planet using only battery power. And, hang on a second. No, you can search it up if you want to. Which, you know, you could send it down to a planet, and it can get down to the planet and up again, only on batteries, no hydrogen required. Which I thought was a pretty nice thing to have, but it was quite big. But I thought, you know what if you get a small transport / scout ship with light weaponry on it? And that's where I thought of the idea of this ship, and the name and everything, I based this off a very old design of mine, which it was supposed to be the first ship I ever released, but I ended up not releasing it because I sent it to the wrong thing. So my actual first released ship was the Schnell. So there you have it, small backstory. And that thing was called the Ghost, and it had roughly the same styling of this, with the engine sticking out of the side, with the armor panel stretching around it. I was very happy with this thing, and the picture is still in the old version, and I was so happy with it. It looked amazing. And then they came with the new colorings and shading and stuff, and now it kind of looks a bit odd. I don't know what to do with that. Actually, you know, no, I can check that later. Never mind. So, but you know what, I'll just go through the ships anyway. So, you can see the difference between the Mark A and the Mark Bs. The Mark B is a lot more concentrated on combat, as you can see. Another problem with these ships is... Oh, I should probably fix that as I'm talking right now. Anyways, the released versions will have landing. I'll put landing here on this as soon as I'm done with the video. That's a shortcoming I didn't really foresee, but you know, I'll just explain them anyways. You see the, you know, you have some nice curves there. They have antennas. They are reactor based, as once you get to space, there's no real problem with batteries. On the sides it has 4 thrusters, you know, beautifully compacted together. You have only 2 thrusters for braking, as I am very bad at finding places for braking thrusters, and putting them anywhere else would just ruin the design. Fault in my design technique, I guess. And on the back here I have this swept up point at the back where I have a big power load, so you can see these things will accelerate rather quickly. So let's see here. I shall take this one out, and I really like the style of it. It reminds slightly 80s, I think, with the 70s with the angulars. You know, it could be on the original Star Trek. It's that cube, or actually, you know what? It kind of reminds me of the shuttles in Next Generation Star Trek, except not terribly ugly. So anyways, I'll show you some quick stats on it. By showing you some quick stats, I can show you, gyroscopes, all the thrusters, Gatling guns, a gyroscope. It's a very basic thing, right? That's the essential idea of it. It's very basic. Now let's see. From 0 to 100 goes from, let's see here, 6 seconds till top acceleration, and not that good. You can see, okay, it is slightly sluggish, and while it can use all its front thrusters, you know, it has barely enough power to do that, so you can't now. So, you know, I do like how thrusters look. They do look more powerful and more lighted up and everything, which is something I like. Because yeah, you know, this armaments here are really just defensive. So look at that. That looks amazing. The thrust out the back looks amazing. But the rest of the shaders look horrendous, and that's my whole problem with others. Oh, but look at that! They look so energetic. They look like they are actual flamey bits. Yes, I think that will be it for this episode. There wasn't really much to show you with these crafts, but you know, you could probably fit these in the old Claymore. You know. Also a very compact chip. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and have a splendid day.